Hello everybody and welcome back to SimFly News. Who is this? Who is this? Even with the hat you can recognize me. This is Roberto Capodieci, SimFly spokesperson, and I bring you the news of SimFly every week so you know exactly what's going on. And this week has been a very crazy week. We did what is called the airdrop. We just gave back a little bit to those that helped and supported SimFly in the early days. When we started SimFly, we made a pre-sale. So we put all of the airports, all of the airplanes that we had at the time, and the license at a very heavy discount, 50% discount. But very few people were supported because we had nothing to show yet. So those that actually made purchase in the early stage of the pre-sale, they got a very interesting airdrop back. Those that helped us later until the end of the pre-sale lasted about a year. And those that helped us toward the end got back a little bit, but much less. So I want to say, all of you, go check in your Pax wallet. When you log in SimFly, there is the Pax balance on top of the screen, and if you click on the Pax balance, you go in your wallet and you should see a line, if you made a purchase during the pre-sale, that says that you got some Pax in return for supporting SimFly. Some people got a lot of Pax, other people very little, some just some cents of the Pax. We cannot inject too much Pax in the economy that is just born and still very weak. We risk to ruin everything if we put too many Pax in it. But nonetheless, we built all the infrastructure that is needed to do a situation like this where we can give a prize to somebody for some action. So watch out, because this has been the first time, but there will be more time where we return people that support us, and there will be different new things that if you do, you're gonna get a Pax reward. And it's been impressive because a very big amount of people, I was very shocked about this, being here at the early stage, purchase a set and never log in SimFly anymore. So there is an interesting part of pilot, of users, of simmers that we are going to call back now that SimFly is pretty much arrived at the basics completion, so it's being possible to use it. We are fighting through a lot of hiccups. It is the Sky Sentinel, it is the things that function in a way or another, but hey, we're working hard for you. We go ahead at the speed that we can based on how you are supporting us. How to support SimFly? Get yourself some assets, and this give us the power to work. And also fly with the SimFly client connected. Alright, what else can I say for this week? We've been working hard in the new version of the marketplace. Why is interesting this new marketplace? Because with the new marketplace, this is the first step to open also the user marketplace. So there is all these new mechanics built up, beside an amazing new graphic design, ease of access, ease to understand items and all. But this is going to allow also users at a certain point to put their asset for sale. Now, I've been show you a little bit of a preview of this new design. Let's check it together. The SimFly Marketplace version 2.0, okay? It has clearly three sections: licenses, airplanes, and airport, okay? We can see in the license, we have the pilot license. Out of stock, oh my god. We need to pay attention. Now it's gonna be connected with the actual things. These things is being put on production as I am recording this video. Alright, so that you may find it already working when the video is published. If not, it's gonna be a matter of a couple of days. But this new marketplace is going out soon. It's true, there is not many licenses left. We have a very little stock, and then we're gonna wait a while and see, and then put them back in availability. As you see, when you scroll, every section is how it work area. And for example, for the license, you can see the increase in PAX earning given from the previous level. So when people start from cadet with a student pilot as 20% more, private pilot 20% more, and so on and so forth. And higher the grade, higher the rewards. There are explanations, links to the wiki explaining the timers. There is one of the Ask Me Anything question about the timers today. I'm gonna explain why they are structured like this. Don't miss it, watch the video to the end. And you see that on the bottom here we have an area that is coming soon, where you can see the sales of PAX tokens in the user marketplace. So sometimes people is gonna sell 100 PAX for maybe $80. So you can buy this PAX and then go buy a license, and it's gonna save you 20% more. Okay, so you can go and check. As much as you can see, people selling licenses. So usually license should not cost the less of what you find in the marketplace, because what we sell, what SimFly sell, is a virgin new license, a virgin new airplane, a virgin new airport, which means have collected 0 experience point, while a license sold by other user already have collected experience point, which means they're closer to be able to be upgraded. If they are not, maybe already 1 rank up for the license or 1 level up for airport and airplanes, so they already are producing more PAX tokens. Let's move on and go check, for example, the airplanes. We saw the airplanes. There is an explanation. He also explained how it works. He explained why the level increase of the airplane based on category generate more PAX, and there are his as well explanation and link to learn more. And you have also the possibility to look at airplane based on the category that they are. For example, if I look at category 6, I can see there are the Boeings. Here you can see all the different models that are available. We can go to a different category, for example, category, let's say 4. And here I have 2 airplanes. Sometimes you can find as well airplanes that are in a special like offer or special editions, etc, etc. So here, those are all the airplanes that are available in SimFly. As you see, there are a lot of airplanes, but there are not so many, because we're gonna keep adding them more and more as we go. Okay, here as well you can see this, or you can also search airplane using filters. With the filter, you can choose what category you want, the minimum and maximum price you want to find. You can choose a make, a model, how many engines, if it's a limited edition. Let's see, limited edition, apply. Oh, we have one limited edition. There is a Cessna Citation that is in a limited edition, for example. Or you want to see what is coming soon, etc, etc. Right, the same way, if we go, we can see the airports. Airports, each airport has, oh yes, also well, you see the rotation that an airport can receive increase based on its level. So obviously higher the grade, the rewards, and more takeoff and landing an airport can do, more PAX can earn. So you can see that we have different kind of categories, and for each category you see how many there are. Now, category, higher the category, less the amount of airport that there are. You can filter here based as well from what continent, what category, price, the ICAO or city name, and then you can also show those that are already owned by somebody else. Maybe you can try to find the user and make an offer, or just those that are ready for sale. Okay, and we can see that look, Tampa International. I used to stay in Florida, not far from Tampa, in Bradenton and Sarasota. And you can see that there are details with a lot of explanation. Now the text is not yet the correct one, but you will see that as soon as it's published, it's all coordinated correctly. Right, and so this is the new marketplace that we are going to publish. As I was saying, there is the user marketplace that is coming soon. It means that in a short while we are going to be able to also put used, if you want, assets for sale for the user to cash out and buy bigger assets, and so on. All the things that the SimFly can offer are going to be more fun because you can achieve higher result easier. And this was our visit to the new marketplace that we are publishing as we speak. Now we move to the Ask Me Anything session. In the Ask Me Anything session today we have also 4 questions. The first question has been asked by Kindra. He has 13 votes. Has been asked October 5th, 2024. So, wow, Kindra, a lot of people liked your question. You got a lot of votes very fast. And Kindra says, I do not understand the purpose of the 84-hour timer. The 24-hour timer alone seems to serve the purpose of leveling the playing fields between players. In my opinion, the 84-hour timer is confusing and adds unnecessary complexity. Please consider eliminating. No. Kindra, let me explain to you why there are 2 timers. It's very simple. Because there are different dynamics in earning packs, people need to be able to do flight of a certain length, okay? So let's see that the paid amount of hours was managed by a single timer, which means that every day there will be a very small amount of time for people to fly and earn packs. So most of the fly would have a little initial part paid and the rest not. With 2 timers, we have an extensive higher limit of flight for the single day, but limited in the longer term, which is half week in the 84 hours, but could be 1 week or whatever it wants. So in this way, you know that in a single flight, people can fly even longer and earn more packs. Say somebody that fly only weekends because he's working, has other things to do, so in the weekends he has Saturday and Sunday. In those 2 days, he has the possibility to fly all the hours that are given for the period of the half week, right? If he was use only one single timer, he would have just 2 out of 7 for the week or 30 for the month chunk of time, so he will have a very little amount of time to fly and earn packs. So the 2 timers are there, so those that have the luck that can be sitting at the simulator every single day, they can use a full time that is there based on what days they want to use it. And if they have more license, they can even max out a lot more time, because you can have a single flight that are longer, and then you max out the time, then you shift in a new license and you max out the time again, shift. If there was only 1 timer, even if you have many licenses, you need to do many short flights to use all the time, and short flight pay a little less of longer. Super long flight pay a little less than a certain length. So there is always an optimal amount of time to fly, and we try to help people to achieve that thanks to the 2 timers. I hope my explanation answered your question, as you want to say, okay, Kindra? So appreciate the 2 timers, even if they are a little bit confusing. They are set so the people can get the most by flying SimFly, and bring at the same level people that have only a couple of days per week or a couple of days every 3-4 days to fly compared to those that are there every day. Okay. Next question, second question, has been asked by Stay Mermic. The 22nd of September, he has 6 votes, and he says, good morning. Actually, it's afternoon now, but it's okay. On the SimFly online map, you can set whether you want to see the SimFly airplanes and or the demo airplanes. It would be nice if there would be the possibility to be able to connect the map to other online networks like IVAO, WebAI, whatever else, okay? Where you can also see the other online players, even if they are not on SimFly. What do you think about this? Look, honestly, this is something we've been honestly, is in the list of things we want to do since the beginning. As much as there is open access to API from those providers, we are going to connect them to the map. We just didn't start doing it now simply because we were so busy building everything else. But yes, absolutely, this is on plan, and probably one of the things that we're gonna do between bigger set of coding. We do, and we added this one as well. And we also were waiting to have at least a little bit of a SimFly airplane flying. So more airplanes that are from SimFly that are flying, more we feel comfortable to remove the demo airplanes, you know, and then add those from other providers. Okay, thank you again for the hint. Exactly something we want to do. Next question, question number 3, has been asked by Web54, the 16th of September 2024, has 5 votes, and simply directly ask, could there be multi-flight mission enabled? I think what you're asking is missions that require to go from an airport to another, and then from the airport to another one, and so on. Or to have 2 flights somehow to be made in the same mission. Yes, this is something that is gonna come in a while. We have the basic mission that we have are set in order to create the core component to manage those kind of missions. There are a lot of checks and analysis to be done on single flights in order to validate them for a specific mission. That's why we start with the free flights that you do what you want, and then we move to flights where we control a few things. More we go ahead, more we are able to create more complex missions. So is in the roadmap to have something like that, and even more. One of the final goal is to let the user create custom mission and offer them to other users, even with the PAX prices. So that's where we want to go. We need to do one step at a time. So yes, what you ask is going to be there. Just be patient. It's gonna happen as we release a new kind of missions. And then question number 4 is being asked by Silky PJ, August 19, 2024. He has 3 votes. And he says, there have been a few planes released in the marketplace as limited edition. This limited edition came with a livery at time of purchase. I understand the offering was probably to give a nod to SimFly very early supporters. Is there a plan, or it is possible to allow the rest of us to purchase those aircraft in the marketplace as normal edition without a livery included? Well, dear Silky PJ, limited edition means it's limited. So unless one of the owner of those limited edition airplane wants to sell it, as a SimFly, we are not going to sell edition that being closed. Limited edition are put there, they have sometimes a limited amount of time to purchase them, and those that get to purchase them at the point have one rare item. So what the limited edition items are necessary for? For example, and I say an example because it's not going to happen this year, but or maybe we can make it in time, I doubt. We sold the Halloween edition of SimFly airplane last year. we are going to come out soon with another very interesting things. There are no missions, but are events. And if somebody follow an event and use the limited edition airplane that he bought it, let's say this Halloween we make an event where we require people to fly in a certain location, and these people does it using the limited edition of last year, they're gonna get way more packs and way more experience point than others. So if there are limited edition coming out of airplanes, it's worth getting them, not just to collect the limited edition, but because there will be many missions and events that will be limited to those that have the limited edition airplanes, or if participate with the limited edition airplane, they're gonna produce more packs. So that's the special thing of limited edition. Unfortunately, unless somebody that owns one sell it in the user marketplace, as soon as we release it, there will be no way to have something from the past limited edition, but many more special items are going to be in the market soon, so don't lose opportunity to get them. All right, and this was all for today. This is all for the Ask Me Anything. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tell your friend to join SimFly, and SimFly, take off and get more.